Hey YouTube, it's Brian from Texas again. Just wanted to show you what I'm going to be taking to the range tomorrow. Went out today, shot for about 2.5 hours or so. Today I just basically took the Walther P22 out, and also took the XDM 5.25. Actually, it's funny, after about 2 hours of shooting, I decided to go over to the 100-yard range. Nobody was over there. It's at a local sportsman's club, so it's not a real range type scenario. It's pretty much open to members. So went over to the 100-yard range next to the pistol range, and decided to fire probably about 10 rounds out of the XDM just to see how it would do at 100 yards. And honestly, this thing is very surprising. I know you've probably seen Hickok's 5.25 XDM video, and he's got the 80-yard gong and was taking care of that with this handgun. And I can tell you, 80 yards, 100 yards, this thing is almost dead on. It's actually a little bit freaky. So just so you can get a closer look at this XDM. My other videos, I think I've got probably 6 to 10 videos of just shooting steel with this and some paper targets. Everything's unloaded, so I've already checked and cleared all these weapons. So if any new users are out there, definitely check out Hickok 45's channel to see how to properly handle firearms. I'm not going to waste too many other people's time doing that here to show you. Just they've all been cleared. So the other one I'm probably going to shoot a little bit is the Beretta M9. I don't have any videos of this up. I got this along with the XDM, so I'll probably fire a few rounds out of this. This is the military slash civilian model. Has some of the military style markings, but I don't think it's as advanced as I think it's the M9A1. But this is definitely a fun gun to shoot. And the other one I haven't put on video yet. This is one of my pride and joys. I really like authentic reproductions, if you can call it that. This is the actual Colt 1911, the World War II version. You can find at the gun shows the World War I versions pretty easy. The World War II, I think these were produced in 2003. The World War II versions are a little tougher to get, a little more expensive. I'll turn it around here so maybe you can see some of the markings here. This gun is absolutely accurate as well. I mean, again, we can get into the talk about what is accuracy, but I'll tell you one thing: the moment I took this out to the range and put it on paper, it was dead on. Sights line up perfectly, and these are all fixed sights, and they're notoriously hard to focus in. As you can see, the front blade is black, and the back blade is very tiny. So it's not that easy to get sighted, but once you do, it's just dead on. You can tell the World War II versions have this extra hump here. The markings are World War II. I think the triggers also, I think it's either a bit further out or a bit further in. I can't recall right now, just offhand. But I wanted an actual Colt, and these come straight from the factory. With the same exact military markings pretty much. I think the only thing is the serial number is a little bit different, but it still says United States property, M1911A1, U.S. Army. It's got all the markings on it, lanyard ring down there, and I just loved it. I love the fact that I think they use the actual original World War II letterings, presses, things like that. So it's got the P marking at the top back here. So this one here is just fantastic. The only thing is, obviously, you'll get the bite back here whenever you're firing. It doesn't have a large beaver tail. As you can see, it barely covers the hammer. In fact, the hammer protrudes a little bit over the sides. But whenever you're shooting, fire a couple rounds, this hammer will come back and pinch right back there. And as you can see from my hand, you can see a spot right near the webbing of the hand back here. I've got my 1911 mark, as I like to say, but it's still a lot of fun to shoot. So I'll be taking that one out most likely. The other firearm that I absolutely love, this is actually the Colt Single Action Army, the Peacemaker, and it is a Colt. Some people may look at this and say, you know, I've never seen a full-blued Colt Single Action Army. The interesting thing about this is this was originally a nickel gun. I wanted it all in nickel, and for some reason or another, I guess I'm one of the, something like 1 in 30 million people have a certain body chemistry that will actually fog nickel. You can actually see on the hammer a bit, and again, this has been cleared. You can maybe, I don't know if this will come out, but the nickel on the hammer is fogged just a bit right back here, and that's just from my thumb touching it, and no matter how much I clean it, no matter what I do, it still fogs nickel. So this firearm was originally nickel. We sent it back to the Colt factory not knowing what was going on, because I would get fogging all along the back strap and all along underneath the grip, and sent it back. They refinished it in nickel and sent it back to us, and same thing happened about a month later. Sent it back to Colt, and Colt finally had their metallurgist say, okay, well, something's going on here, and I think we know what it is, and it's got to be that you have this certain body chemistry. We've seen this happen in very rare instances. So what would you like? Would you like it either case colored and blued, or would you like it totally blued? And at that point, if we're offered, hey, if you want to make it all blue, let's do that, because it's kind of rare to have the Single Action Army straight from the factory all blue. So this gun again is just super accurate. It's obviously a Single Action Army, so it has fixed sights, but it's a whole lot of fun to shoot. It's one of my favorite guns. I love Old West guns anyway. So I'm gonna shoot that. I've got probably about 100 rounds of 45 long Colt. If you want any more detail about this gun or the other ones out here, just let me know. Send me a message. I'd be happy to do a close-up view or let you know what I think about them. The only thing I've done with this, going back to the Beretta, just recently I bought a steel guide rod. These are normally plastic down here, and if you've seen some of my other videos, you'll know that the actual plastic guide rods bother me a little bit. I know they're not going to really fail, honestly. I'm not crazy like that, going on YouTube saying that, oh, the plastic ones will fail, so go buy steel ones. Definitely not saying that. To me, steel is a good investment anyway. This thing, I don't know how much this was, maybe 20 bucks or something. I think it was from like C. Wolf and Company or something like that. I'll try to get that information if anybody needs it. But it was a piece of cake. Works fine, slid right in just like the plastic guide rod. So again, if you have any questions, just let me know. And I'm gonna try to put some videos tomorrow up after we shoot some of these at the range. Probably shooting steel again, like some of my other videos. I'm not going to go to the Sportsman's Club tomorrow. I'm just going to go to the regular, heavily policed, as I like to call it, local firing range where you have to pay a fortune just to shoot some steel. I guess you can kind of see my bias there. I'm all for range officers and safety. I definitely believe in that, especially if it's a public range. You have to have range officers. Things have to be safe. You can get some people out there that don't know how to shoot, don't know how to shoot safely, are unfamiliar with their firearms, and I definitely want range officers out there to help. But certain scenarios I've had with certain range officers, there was actually a write-up in Guns and Ammo, I think a couple issues ago, maybe actually 3 or 4 issues ago, talking about the range officers at the normal civilian ranges. And you know, some of them can walk around like the Gestapo, and you know, they don't know that you have 25 plus years of firearm experience, and you know, they'll say do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that, when honestly, if you know you're being safe. And I understand their role, but again, it's just kind of my rant. So I'll put some more videos up tomorrow of us shooting some of these handguns, and we'll go from there. And definitely let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.